Every year, more than 100,000 seniors in the U.S. are hospitalized due to heart complications linked to medications, and even Grammy-winning singer Natalie Cole was among them. If you're over 60, consider this your wake-up call. Because heart disease doesn't always start with pain or drama. Sometimes, it starts quietly with a little fatigue you brush off, a restless night, or swelling you chalk up to aging. But beneath the surface, your heart might already be under stress. The American Heart Association reports that nearly 80% of people over 60 either have heart disease or are heading in that direction. And here's the truth. It's not just about getting older or your family history. It's about the habits you repeat every single day without realizing their impact. In this video, we'll uncover 7 hidden causes of heart disease after 60, including common sleep mistakes, chronic stress, poor diet, lack of movement, and overlooked medication risks, and I'll walk you through simple steps you can take today to protect your heart. If staying healthy, strong, and independent matters to you, like this video, subscribe to my channel, Golden Aging Health, and tap the bell so you never miss life-saving advice. Now, let's dive into cause number 1. And it starts with a habit you probably do every single morning. Cause number 1. Skipping breakfast, the silent stress on your heart. Did you know that skipping breakfast could quietly raise your risk of dying from heart disease by 32%? That's not a random guess. It's from a major study published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology. And for seniors, this risk climbs even higher due to slower metabolism and stiffening arteries that come naturally with age. Take Mrs. Elaine, 72. After retiring, her mornings became quieter and emptier. "I'm just not hungry when I wake up," she told me. But soon, she started feeling dizzy by 10 a.m., anxious for no reason, with a pounding heartbeat. Her doctor ran some tests and found her cortisol levels spiking dangerously each morning. Her heart was under stress every day, not from overexertion, but simply from skipping breakfast. Here's why it happens. Without morning fuel, your body triggers a survival response. It floods your system with cortisol, the stress hormone that raises both blood pressure and blood sugar. And in a heart that's already aging, this daily hormone surge can quietly increase arterial stiffness and long-term heart strain. But the solution is simple. One small, balanced meal. Think oats with fruit, a boiled egg, or whole grain toast. Just a few bites can regulate your hormones, stabilize your metabolism, and ease the morning load on your heart. Have you made the mistake of skipping breakfast lately? You're not alone, but it's never too late to change. Stick with me, because the next 6 causes might be hiding in your daily routine too, and some are even more dangerous than this one. Cause number 2. Poor sleep. Your heart needs rest too. Let's talk about sleep, not just how long you sleep, but how well. Mr. Dan, 69, used to think waking up 4 or 5 times a night was just part of aging. Sometimes, his heart would race in the middle of the night. He'd get up, pace around, try to fall back asleep. One morning, he woke up with chest tightness and nausea. At the hospital, they told him the truth. He'd had a mild heart attack likely triggered by poor sleep over many weeks. And he's not alone. A large study by the National Sleep Foundation and Harvard Medical School found that adults who consistently sleep fewer than 6 hours a night have a 48% higher risk of developing or dying from heart disease compared to those who get 7 to 8 hours. For seniors, the risk is even greater, because aging bodies have a harder time bouncing back from stress, and sleep is when the heart recovers. During deep sleep, your heart rate slows down, your blood pressure drops, and your body reduces inflammation, a key driver of heart disease. But when sleep is short or broken, the heart doesn't get that reset. Instead, it stays on high alert, like an engine that never cools down. If you're waking up tired, snoring loudly, or feeling unrested even after a full night in bed, talk to your doctor. A simple sleep test might reveal conditions like sleep apnea or nighttime blood pressure spikes that are secretly stressing your heart. Sleep problems are treatable, and improving your sleep may be one of the easiest ways to protect your heart after 60. So, how are you sleeping these days? Ever feel tense or foggy in the morning? Let's talk in the comments, and don't miss what's coming next. Cause number 3 might be affecting you, even if you feel completely fine during the day. Cause number 3. Chronic stress and anger. When emotions attack the heart. Have you ever felt your heart race during a heated argument, or after holding in anger for too long? What you're feeling isn't just in your head. It's in your heart, quite literally. A well-known study from Harvard Medical School found that the risk of a heart attack increases by nearly 5 times within the 2 hours following an intense episode of anger. That's a powerful effect, and it's even more serious for adults over 60, whose hearts may already be more vulnerable to stress. When you're anxious, angry, or overwhelmed, your body releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones raise your blood pressure, speed up your heart rate, and constrict your blood vessels. In small bursts, that's normal. But when stress becomes chronic, when you're constantly on edge, your heart stays in fight or flight mode, with no break to recover. That's what happened to Mr. Howard, 74. A quiet man, strong, dependable, but years of caring for his wife, living alone, and pushing down his feelings took a toll. One day, after a brief but heated disagreement with his son, he felt tightness in his chest and shortness of breath. At the hospital, doctors diagnosed him with stress-induced angina, a heart condition triggered not by blocked arteries, but by emotional strain. You don't need anything fancy to reduce stress. Even 5 minutes of deep breathing, light stretching, listening to calming music, or talking to someone you trust can help reset your system. And if you're currently struggling with anger or emotional tension, don't just hold it in. Hit that subscribe button. We'll be back soon with more videos to help you care for your mental and emotional health, too. Cause number 4. Social isolation, when loneliness reaches the heart. Mrs. Clara was 76. After her husband passed, she insisted she was fine. She smiled when neighbors checked in, but slowly, the phone stopped ringing. She stopped attending her weekly church group. One morning, she collapsed in her kitchen with chest tightness and breathlessness. At the hospital, her doctor confirmed what no one saw coming. She'd had a heart attack, one not caused by clogged arteries, but by chronic emotional stress from isolation. According to the American Heart Association, ongoing social isolation activates your body's sympathetic nervous system, the same system responsible for fight or flight. When you feel lonely or emotionally disconnected, even without realizing it, your body stays slightly tense, your heart rate increases, your blood pressure rises, and your blood vessels constrict. Over time, this low-grade stress adds up quietly, increasing your risk of heart disease and stroke. It happens silently. You might not feel anxious or even sad, just a little more tired, a little more withdrawn, but inside, your heart is still reacting every single day. Thankfully, the remedy isn't complicated, and it doesn't require a big social circle. A 5-minute phone call with someone you care about, a shared walk, a wave to your neighbor, even joining a conversation like this one. Here on Golden Aging Health, we're building more than a channel. We're creating a place where seniors can learn, share, and support each other. So leave a comment below. Even a few words can spark connection, and that simple act can help protect your heart more than you think. Cause number 5. Poor diet, the hidden ingredients hurting your heart. After discussing loneliness, let's turn to something a little more familiar, your daily meals. But here's the surprising truth. It's not always how much you eat that harms your heart. It's what's quietly hiding in your food. Many older adults are unknowingly eating too much sodium, added sugar, and unhealthy fats not from the salt shaker or dessert tray, but from everyday convenience foods, canned soups, deli meats, instant noodles, and even low-fat frozen meals that look healthy on the outside. But here's the danger. Over time, these ingredients don't just add inches to your waistline, they trigger inflammation in your blood vessels, raise blood pressure, and speed up plaque buildup in your arteries. That's a direct path to heart disease, and it happens slowly, without obvious symptoms. The American Heart Association warns that too much sodium, especially over 2,300 milligrams per day, can stiffen your arteries and enlarge your heart, forcing it to pump harder. For someone over 60, when the heart naturally becomes less efficient, that added pressure can be overwhelming. Mr. Carl, 71, comes to mind. A widower with simple tastes, he relied on television dinners and pickled vegetables for convenience. I thought I was eating light, he told me. But one night, he ended up in the ER with chest pain. Tests showed dangerously high sodium levels, and his heart was straining just to keep up. This is one of the easiest causes to fix, starting with small, smart swaps. Choose fresh or frozen vegetables over canned. Season with herbs and lemon instead of salt. Pick whole foods instead of heavily processed ones whenever you can. You don't need a perfect diet, just a few better choices each week can ease the burden on your heart. Cause number 6. Physical inactivity. The danger of doing nothing. You might think heart disease only comes from bad food or high blood pressure. But there's one danger I see in nearly every senior I talk to, and it's hiding in plain sight: sitting too much. According to the CDC, about 28% of Americans over 65 are considered physically inactive, meaning they don't get even 10 minutes of movement a day. That's nearly 1 in 3 older adults spending most of their day sitting. Cardiologists at Johns Hopkins have shown that prolonged sitting doesn't just make you stiff, it can literally reshape your heart. The left ventricle, the chamber responsible for pumping blood, becomes rigid. It loses strength. It can no longer push blood effectively through your body. This silent change, called ventricular remodeling, raises the risk of heart failure and sudden cardiac arrest, especially in seniors. Let me tell you about Mrs. Hannah, 73. She loved her peaceful days after retirement. I don't have pain, she said. I just don't go out much. But one day, after walking up a small flight of stairs, she collapsed. Her heart wasn't damaged by disease. It was simply out of shape, like a muscle left unused for too long. Your heart is a muscle, and muscles need movement. But that doesn't mean hitting the gym. It means standing up every hour or 10 minutes dancing to your favorite song. It's not about intensity. It's about consistency. Because motion is what keeps the heart young, and sitting still too long is what ages it fastest. Would you like me to make a special video on simple exercises to strengthen your heart and improve circulation after 60? If that's something you'd watch, let me know in the comments. And up next, cause number 7 might be sitting quietly in your kitchen or bathroom cabinet, and it's been linked to a real-life heart attack in a well-known public figure. Cause number 7. Medication misuse, the pills that quietly harm your heart. Every year, more than 100,000 older adults in the U.S. end up in the hospital due to adverse drug reactions, and a large number of those involve sudden heart problems. It's not always food, or stress, or age. Sometimes, the biggest threat to your heart is the medication you take every day, without even thinking about it. Take Natalie Cole, the Grammy-winning singer and daughter of Nat King Cole. She battled serious health issues for years, including kidney disease, but what many fans didn't know was that her long-term use of pain medications and prescriptions contributed to her heart failure. At age 65, she passed away from congestive heart failure, a condition where the heart becomes too weak to pump blood properly. often worsened by years of strain from certain medications. According to the American Heart Association, medications such as ibuprofen, naproxen, and even some cold or allergy pills can narrow your arteries, increase blood pressure, and put added strain on an aging heart, especially if you already have diabetes or high blood pressure. This isn't meant to scare you, it's meant to wake you up. Sometimes the smallest pill can have the biggest impact for better or worse. But with the right information and a good doctor by your side, you have the power to protect your heart. So stay curious, stay cautious, and stay with us because your health journey doesn't end here. Now you know heart disease after 60 isn't just about aging or bad luck. It's often the result of small everyday habits. Skipping meals, sleeping poorly, holding in stress, feeling isolated, eating too much processed food, not moving enough, or misusing common medications. Each of these may seem harmless at first, but together they place real strain on your heart, especially as your body becomes more sensitive with age. That's why being proactive matters. If you've noticed fatigue, shortness of breath, or anything that just feels off, don't ignore it. Talk to your doctor. Ask questions. Your heart may be giving you a quiet warning, and you have the power to respond. If this video gave you insight or made you think differently about your health, please give us a like and hit that subscribe button. It helps our channel reach more seniors who need this information. Share your story in the comments, we read every one. And this is a place where seniors support each other. Stay informed, stay connected, and most of all, stay strong.